Hello everyone, and a big welcome to you from Swift Current in southwestern Canada and the Ford World Women's Curling Championship 2016. We've had a fantastic week or so here in this part of Canada. Swift Current named after the river which flows in and around the city. Great hospitality, friendly people, and a wonderful week of action as well. And it's all been happening here at the iPlex, the Credit Union iPlex. We're getting closer and closer and closer to the medals now. And coming up very soon, it's the playoff, the third versus fourth playoff between Russia and Canada. The winner advances to the semi-final tonight. So we're just awaiting the teams coming into the arena. A packed crowd, and we can't wait. Alison Walker and Luke Coley will bring you live commentary on the whole game, and not surprisingly, a huge welcome for Team Canada, who are marching in to the sound. I think it is Canadian Girls, Luke.
Yes, a Canadian country artist, Dean Brody.
And we'll get to the lineups for you.
Please welcome lead Lady Peters. Second, Jocelyn Peterman. Third, Aggie Nixon. And skip Chelsea Carey. Now welcome to the ice, Team Russia.
So on come the bronze medalists from last year and indeed the year before. They've never made it to a final. Could this be their moment? No doubt who the crowd will be supporting. And I'm sure there'll be a few Russian fans out there as well. Packed stadium here.
And welcome lead Keruka Yesia. Second, Alexandra Dieva. And third, Margarita Fumina. Led by Skip Anna Sidrava.
So that's the Russian team. And a reminder of the standings. Switzerland qualifying in top position, Japan, Russia and Canada alongside them. Scotland just missing out. Russia and Canada playing each other in the third versus fourth game. Wins are very important for all the teams here. Korea 5 and 6, Italy just the one win alongside Finland. It's all about that top four now though. And this is the format of how they got there and what happens next, Luke.
Yeah, the page playoff system, and the 1-2 game, you get two live. Switzerland wins, they go to the gold medal. Japan awaits the winner of this 3-4 game to play in the semi with the winner going to battle Switzerland for the world title, while the loser of the 3-4 and the semi-final will play for bronze tomorrow morning.
And Switzerland already there. They can relax today and watch how this one develops. I'm sure the nerves will be jingling a little bit. Canada have not won a women's world title since 2008, but they have to get to the final first.
Yeah, one step at a time, one game at a time, one rock at a time. Pull out all the cliches. It's time to put on your game face and get ready to play. As Anna Sidorova and her team trying to get to the final. A win here will guarantee, we know one thing, Japan or Russia will be for the first time in a World Championship final. Canada trying to break that drought of gold medals.
And Russia won their round robin encounter 6-3. But Canada actually didn't play too badly in that game at all. Chelsea Carey there just really missed one shot. So they're very familiar with each other, these two teams on the curling tour, aren't they, Luke?
They are in this Canadian team. And I'll be hearing the oohs and ahs of the crowd. Everything they do, just one sheet. Both these teams have played in this scenario before. Of course, Chelsea Carey will have the Yellowstones and Russia with the red because of that Russian round-robin victory. Both had 8-3 records.
And we'll see how they cope with the ice in this first few ends, because the ice does change with there only being one sheet used and a big crowd in. Big moment for both of these teams. I think Anna almost smiled there. Did you see that?
Okay, so we like that 14 to start.
I think I did. She's brought her game face for this one. Ready to go, wants to get into that semifinal, wants to try and get to a world championship final. Only 2 medals for Russia at the Women's World Championship. Well, Canada's only missed the podium 6 times in their 38 appearances at the World Championship.
Yep, all the stats are in their favor, you would suggest. This is Lenny Peters getting us underway in this 3 versus 4. 46-year-old from Calgary. Originally from Carrot River. And Karuka Ezek for Russia.
Well, first stone in, electing to calm the nerves a little bit. Different from the 1-2 game last night where we saw RUS-CAN play right from the onset. First stone in, playing the hits.
And Karuka was mostly an alternate for this Russian team, but in the lineup from last year. And won gold at the European Championships, so good record so far.
Gotta go hard. Gotta go hard, 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 right to it. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Okay, that's fine. 9-5. 4, 3-8. 4-8? 3-8. Oh.
Well, hit, roll over, out of the rings. So corner guard will go out. We saw singles in the early going of that game last night in the first playoff game, and then a 3 by Switzerland broke that one open.
I do think Team Japan struggled with the ice.
It's always different. One sheet, it changes just a little bit come the weekend, but do get their practice. Nerves a bit of a factor. I don't think nerves will be much between both these teams.
So much at stake, though. You just have to put that to the back of your mind. Just play the game. Jocelyn Peterman, the youngest member of the Canadian team, just 22. She's a kinesiologist from Calgary.
Well, the little shuffle, the different they share with the broom heads, be a little bit different than the 2 that they have, and
you have to move quickly, though, don't you? You have to really move quickly to get it.
Well, normally trying to have the right broom before the stone's delivered, and they were a little confused with which turn was being thrown or who had which broom. So
stone waits for no one.
And the teams will have, they can bring a brand new head on the broom. The synthetic, the fabric they put on, can have a new one that is marked by the official before the game, so they can bring a fresh one into play.
Yep. Yep. Hard. Right to it. Clean. Good. Good space.
Not surprising with the rollout, the guards going out by Russia, but Canada doesn't want to get into play behind a corner because that would be advantage Russia with the hammer.
Alexandra Reva, the second player for Russia. Just 23 years old, but seems to have been around a long time with this Russian team. From Moscow. 3 years on this team.
Well, the round-robin game, Russia had the hammer to start the game, and they scored 2 early. Ended up being a 6-3 Russian victory. Amy
Nixon giving quite a bit of weight to this one. .38-year-old originally from Saskatchewan.
Still has family and has had a lot of family within the area of Swift Current and come and support her here.
I did catch them leaving the hotel this morning with her husband, Mike Westland, and a little girl, Margarita Fomina, for Russia. So it's now 8 ends for playoff games, minimum 38-minute thinking time. And so the coach interaction.
Well, you heard a little panic maybe on the sweep call. They didn't want to nose it and allow Russia to have something to draw behind.
Both teams with a day off yesterday. Did a little bit of practice and just relaxed ahead of this one.
As long as we're in? Yeah. A little inside?
Yeah.
Same ice, just with like normal?
Yeah, I think on that 9 side of things, just to make sure. Okay. So I can clean.
Well, the Canadian side,
Those are better.
not having won a World since 2008.
Alrighty, turn.
Good
Have
normal.
only missed the playoffs, as we said.
Maybe a little sticky out here.
Or, pardon
Yeah,
me, missed
yeah.
the medals
And if it's not moving, we can just roll it
5
up.
times.
Sounds
Chelsea
good.
Carey doesn't want to join that list, which
Nice
right
to hear,
now
Chelsea.
belongs to only skips with the last name Jones. 3 times by Colleen Jones, twice by Jennifer Jones.
Just normal.
So here she is, Chelsea Carey,
Yeah, Lainey.
the 31-year-old skip
Yep.
of this Canadian team.
Whoa. It's okay, it's okay. Clean.
Great curling pedigree.
Close. Ah, sorry.
Well, unable to stick around there, hoping to just sit in front, maybe make that hit a little trickier.
Yeah, okay.
How to get on that?
Yes,
That's brutal.
I'm well aware. Threw it well.
She doesn't mince her words, Chelsea Carey. And now a chance to
Yeah, very direct in her comments. And our first chance to get a look at Anna Sidorova, the Russian skip. Former figure skater, but injured her knee and turned to curling. Been leading this team for 6 years now. She loves driving fast cars.
Well, great weight to try and go over to that side. Had to be cautious not to tap that one in.
Oh, they worked hard with this one, didn't they? Dragging it as far as they could.
Well, pretty sure Canada is not going to play this one cute. Just get rid of it. Don't bring in that jam in the back.
Nice throw here, Chelsea. Got her.
Nice throw here. Trust it. You got it.
Easy peel.
So here she goes. She's targeting that red stone.
Yep. Just. Yep. Just. Hard. Oh. Clean.
It's all about what happens afterwards.
Well, picks it clear and
Very nice.
Good job.
sets up as that first stone came in. Hits throughout. Throw this one through. Get the blank. Retain the hammer into the second end.
Still important to throw it properly. All adds to the ammunition about the ice, the information about the ice. So that's the first end over. And it's as was and as is. After the first end, Russia 0, Canada 0.
This question is, what Saskatchewan town is home to the world's largest paper clip? Is it A, Kindersley, B, Kifley, or C, Colonel Roberts? Is it A, B, or C? B, you pick B, is that your final answer? No, you're going to try to stay with B, stay with B. Okay, and you are correct. B is the answer.
Given they had a box, but TV took it, so we're not giving that.
And the crowd just settling down after a little bit of entertainment as we enter into this second end. It's third versus fourth. The winners go to the final.
If you can, Chelsea, we're gonna need you. Three. It's over curling, but. Four.
Oh, sorry, the semi-final rather, not the final.
Hold on a sec.
Getting too excited and ahead of myself.
Getting ahead of
Luke.
yourself. Still a few games to go till we get to that point.
This is the longer route, the third versus fourth.
Надо ближний. Надо ближний. 26. Рита, и до конца. Давайте, давайте, давайте. Еще едет, еще едет.
Well, a little different. First end, calm the nerves, get into play. First stone goes in, see hits. This time the corner guard well out in front. And front end play, I think, is going to be a key. If Canada get things set up, they'll have an advantage. Both not much to choose between the back ends, but a slight advantage to Lainey Peters and Jocelyn Peterman over Karuka Zek and Alexandra Eva.
Down here though, Joss. Let's
Sound
right
like it's
now.
all there.
3, 4.
Not moving.
We're to it. We're like
No,
a
no,
7
no
actually.
line.
7. Yep. Yep. Come off it. Yep. Okay.
4-4.
That was a 4-4. I think that's just the second off thing happening.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like less.
10.
Well, chance now to use that corner guard. Play hit and roll.
Sweep, Dasha.
Holding the shooter important on this stone now for Karuka.
Sweep. Рита. Sweep, Рита, sweep. Рита. Давай.
Solid effort. Try and get that one over behind the corner.
Молодец, Кир. Много раньше. Good easy here. Be a little fresh. I don't think it's too bad.
Yep. Laney.
10.
Laney.
10-2.
Hard.
Gotta go.
Hard.
Gotta go, Lainey.
Hard. Right to it. Right to it.
Well, rolls the other way. They're hoping to try and roll to the center.
9-1. 10-1. Normal up. Right to it.
We're attempting to play that on the other side of it. But with the sweeping, able to hold it to make sure they don't touch the front.
Рита. Рита. Линию тоже, да.
Alexandra Reva.
Вверх. Надо зайти. Зайти надо. О, легче. Кира. Кира.
Чуть за.
Молодец. Sweep, sweep it against the wall.
Well, goes in behind, deep in the rings. They just wanted to make sure they got that one protected.
Here.
It's pretty nice there. That was a 4, so it's nice and clean down here.
Yeah.
Just easy.
Whoa.
Yeah, just easy. Really nice.
Yep, Laney. Whoa. Whoa. 3. Whoa. Let it work. Let it work. Let it work. Mix a little. You got an edge in this roll now. That's good. Nice, Joss. 9-9.
More than our last one.
I thought that looked nice.
Another chance to use that corner guard. Position of the early Canadian stones by Lainey Peters, not ideal to try and force bring play to the center. Chance here, Russia can set up an end playing around the corner.
Вес, только вес. Свип, Рита. Свип, обе, для веса. Свип, просто 31. Да. Еще.
Well, very nice. Look at the coach's bench.
Yep, all looking quite serious at this stage.
Where's shot? Do you want to just tap it a little?
Yeah.
Russian bench on the
Okay.
right, and that's the left.
Like I can throw,
Canadian
I feel
bench,
like a
Charlie
13,
Thomas.
Actually.
Yeah,
It's
I like
pretty
it.
nice. That looks like a ton of ice. Convinced?
I like 13.
13?
Yep.
Oh, crap.
It does look like a lot.
Well, she doesn't like where the broom is, so rather than yell, she's going to go down and just check.
Yeah, it'd be through the
I
ring.
just need you to tell me. Just need you to tell me 13 is what you're looking for, and it's going to curl.
I think it'll go,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, if you want, Nixon, we can play with bumper. Like, it'll
No.
go.
I just need you to say that.
Okay.
We hear it a lot with this Canadian team, the reinforcement
Okay, 13.
and the words trust it.
Think on the 3-3 side of things. Sounds good. Okay, weights down.
Line
Gotta
close.
go. Weights down.
Hard
7.
then, yep.
7.
Hard then.
Hard then.
Whoa.
8. 9.
Jaws! Jaws! Stop, stop, stop. Laney.
Lady! Gotta go for weight. Oh, no. No, it's good. 9, 10.
Well, just wanted to bump it back and lie two.
So all that preparation and planning worked out. There's Roger Schmidt,
3-3.
coach of Team Russia.
It's really worked with this team building their program and wanting to get to that gold medal. We'd love to see those girls win a world championship title. They are the European champions.
They've progressed every year, look, done better and better each year. And this would be the next stage for them.
Well, nose hit.
Nose is
We'll have to
good.
look and see if they're shot or not.
Can't roll very far.
Okay.
Easy.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like Canada, that yellow counter in the 8 foot.
Just easy.
Yep. Whoa.
Easy.
Whoa.
Just easy, child.
Whoa. Close.
Jaw. Whoa. Whoa. Like 11.
Whoa.
Jaws.
A little bit, Jaws. Good, good. Nice. 10-1.
The key to being on the nose there is it takes away now a path behind the corner guard. Russia can't really get in behind and use it and be second shot.
Маленький можно сделать, в принципе. Не опасно в наш? Нет, нет. Маленький мы можем себе позволить сюда. Даже если это будет стей, это тоже не так плохо. Наши камни будут в доме, ей нужен будет ролл. Стей мне даже больше нравится. Свип! Воу-воу-воу-воу-воу-воу! Свип! Свип, Кира! Свип! 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 Держать! Свип!
Well, the question is, are they out counting that yellow? I think they're just.
I really like the draw, but I understand that's a bit sketchy.
Well, because then she makes it. But now she's second and third, right? I don't think we can leave that rock there.
Okay.
I think we try it. Even if we just roll a little bit, make her make the double at least, because the double is coming into this. Like if she hits that, I have a double,
Yep. Okay.
right? I think we have to.
You got all plus? Yeah.
Okay.
Good, normal.
Yeah. Feels nicer to us.
Okay. 3/4, eh? 3/4, 7/8. I think we have to try to make this. They're second and third, so I don't think we can.
Yeah. Sounds good, Chels. How hard are you throwing?
Just good, normal.
Okay. You want me to take it to center?
Yeah, at least for second shot, like to bite the 8 foot.
Okay.
Make her make the double.
All right, Chels. Nice throw here. Trust it. You got it.
Well, they have to skinny pass their own. There is the chance to make the double.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yes! Hard! 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 That took a jump that nobody else's did.
Well, you hear the line call. They wanted to, at worst, miss it killing the other yellow and roll into the center. By doing this now, hit to lie 2. So this is the danger of playing with behind a corner guard without the hammer for Canada. Russia in the position to now nose hit. Might leave a long hit and roll for Chelsea Carey to get out of it, but position for 2.
So Anna Sidorova. It's like the calm before the storm, the hush. You can hear the roaring of the stone.
Кир маленький.
So lies 2.
Normal?
Yep. I just think even here, you know what I mean? What do you think?
Well, we got a stick. Roll it over buried there.
Sounds good. How hard are you throwing?
Normal.
Okay. So it's good normal on your last time,
Yeah, it was 8-9.
Can be aggressive because worst case you end up rolling out a draw for 2.
Great,
Here, give it a good chance to make this hit and roll and get out of the end.
You got her.
Nice throw here, Chelsea.
Wait, yes!
Yep.
Here she goes with her final stone. Just trying to limit Russia's options.
Wow. Great sweep to hold and make contact with that one.
Yep. It's a close one.
Chelsea Carey almost flashing that.
The groan of the crowd.
Да, с 8.
Still out of breath. The 2 sweepers there, they worked hard.
Well, Sidorova and Russia didn't have to be perfect in order to set up this 2. They made a nice hit on the side and missed double by Chelsea Carey on her first. Hit and roll out on her second. Very fortunate to make contact. Now a chance for an early deuce in the game.
Сам пока.
Last stone for the Russian team and Anna Sidorova.
Девочки, вообще нет, вообще нет.
Just wants to make sure
Садиться.
of her juice. It's that one red counting there already for Team Russia, and there's another one. So 2 on the board for Russia. First points of this playoff game. After 2, Russia 2, Canada 0.
Подсел, да?
A rousing sound to get us back into this game. Third end now. Russia with a 2-0 lead. And I'm sure the nerves calming down a little bit now. Got a couple of points on the board for Russia.
Well, important to get deuces with the hammer. Russia does that. Use that corner guard. Now we'll have to try and play for the fours.
So different strategy.
О, нет, нет, не валит. Только начал валить. Нет, девочки, нет. 4 достаточно. Ближе, 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 ближе. Полностью белая, полностью белая. Еще. Хорошо, Кир.
Well placed for a stone. Now the corner guard will go out. Canada gave up an early 2 to Russia in their round robin game, came back with 3 in the third end. But that would be the only points they score in the game.
Yeah, we're 3. Needs to move.
You. Yes. Okay, easy.
Yeah, finish it if you can.
Yep, you can go all the way, all the way, all the way.
5-3.
Lainey Peters doing what's required for a lead.
Только вес. Только вес. Ты ненормально сам. Саша, Саша.
6. Дай, Саш, на 5.
Обе. О, легче. Саша, свип. Свип еще до центра, надо коснуться. Свип. Еще.
Guard's good. Back line.
Okay. Yeah. So like a 13?
Yep.
Well, I heard the comment, guard's okay too. Pick that one off. Try and get a stone into the rings. Just, you get by, you play the little chip and roll off.
Yep, back line. Little on the downside. Gotta go. Little on the down. Hard.
Hard, solid.
9, quick.
Right up. Gotta go.
Go, dead zone.
Gotta go. All you got.
Amy?
Well, can't remove that
Good,
stone.
Lainey.
Oh, and it is removed.
So the shooter
put it
gets
back.
pulled. The other stone gets put back in play. They could just catch too much of it. Right out of her hand, they had to go.
Еще по центру поставить.
Может, гард убрать?
Well, an early miss, and I thought
Да, ей
the
будет
front end
сложно
be
что-нибудь
key. Last
делать.
end, rocks weren't in the greatest spot for Lainey Peters to start the end. Great pair from Karuka Izak.
Да, 2 нормально.
Хороший вес. Хомяк, пошли.
Нет, там средний надо. Средний. Нет, не надо, он сам подвалит. Зачем вы хотите его приблизить? Не надо.
Хотим, чтобы он подвалил, что не доваливает.
Ну, а зачем приближать-то его? Без 26 и вы трете.
Хотим, чтобы он подвалил.
Well,
а не
small mistake.
high side.
Doesn't really guard that stone completely. There's still a sliver,
Just
but now they can remove the granite. It's the bail shot. Pull the plug on the on trying to get around right now and clear the front.
Nice bail.
Whoa.
Close. Yep.
Hard.
Gotta take this.
Whoa.
Well, trying to get both of them.
Got a girl.
Very nice. So 2 corners now for Canada to use, and
Really nice job.
that really opens things up for Team Canada now.
Yep, they're in a nice position. 1-2, here we go. 1-2.
Got a girl.
Gotta take this.
Got a girl. Very nice.
And slightly nudges that yellow into an even better position.
Еще мягче, чем надо вес. Еще мягче. Рита, Рита, Рита. 4, 5, 4. Надо. Захоп и все. Надо. Надо вес, захоп, Даша. Есть вес, захоп. Есть захоп. Есть. Еще не факт, но есть. Нет. Нет, он переваливает.
Well, a very long guard, and we've seen the amount of swing on the ice. It's not really in play, just well too far out in front.
Yeah.
Yeah, good
Not
bumper,
really
though.
going to be a factor.
Yeah, I don't have any.
It's okay.
I know, it doesn't matter though, Joss. To have any chance of making the roll, you got to throw some weight.
Okay.
So like on the 11 side?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like a ton of ice. He's straighter here. It's okay. Trust me. Okay.
If they're tight to the guard, this will actually over curl on them.
Hey, 10.
Nix.
10.
Nix. Really gotta
Yeah,
go.
it's hot.
Really gotta go. Oh, really hard, Nix. Okay.
It gets nothing. You saw the sweeping. That was to try and get it to curl, sweeping with the curl.
Ближе, если что, тоже.
Just didn't really want to curl there, did it?
Yeah.
She was a little bit unsure of the ice before she threw.
No worries.
On
She said your weight was fine.
Chelsea just heard the comment, just said it a little bit, meaning putting it outside of where the broom is, and then it takes that extra time to try and come back upon release.
Эй, Даша. Даша.
Wasn't far away, but far enough.
4 фута. 4 фута, пожалуйста. Только Саша. Это тэп. Только Саша. Только Саша. Подсаживайте, все равно 4.
A little bit of a bump there.
Normal.
Well, Canada quickly decision made to try and play this. Can actually get a roll also to the wing.
Weight's good. Just normal. No. Toss.
Yep, Joss.
Go.
Yep.
Yes, Joss.
Joss. Really hard. Good throw, Nix.
One just caught a little bit. Not sure. Say good throw. Obviously, broom wasn't in the right spot then if it was a good throw.
Ближний тоже хорошо, если будет. Хорошо. Пошире стою. Побольше, да, чуть-чуть ставь. Может, даже такой же вес, потому что там чуть-чуть похуже. Кира, возьмите. 9-4. Кира. 20. Кира.
See the release of the
Воу. Воу, он переваливает. Нет, он переваливает.
vice skip.
Нет.
Margarita Fomina.
Нет, нельзя. Нельзя. Ничего.
Well, Marguerite had a very nice round robin. She was third among third players. But doesn't guard up that shot stone. It's still open for Canada.
Half, and it's straighter than an arrow there.
I know, but you're not making this with hack. You're never rolling far enough.
Okay, like 12? Can I
Yeah,
throw?
like easy bumper. Good, solid
11-8.
hack.
There's a lot of different weight calls on that one.
It was a little bit confusing, I think. As long as Amy Nixon knows what she's doing.
Weight's good. Close. Just
Yep.
tap. Laney.
Yep, Laney.
Hard! Hard, Laney! Hard! Hard, Laney!
Well said, this is a straight spot. Brings the weight down.
Nice weight, Nix.
Catches it, and away it goes.
Worst case scenario as they end up just touching the guard over.
There was a bit of
They don't remove it altogether.
There was a bit of uncertainty all round before she threw that, wasn't there?
Trying to get a little bit of curl to make the roll.
Go, go, go. Nice weight, Nix.
But they end up rolling off that top one. And they have had numerous opportunities in this third end to get out of it. We had the flash by Peterman, pardon me, and 2 misses from Amy Nixon.
Yeah, frustrating. Yeah. There's a Swedish team behind them in the yellow and blue. Not been their week this week, but they have been in this position themselves many times.
Yeah, 7 last week. They'll be disappointed and try to turn that one around and use it as motivation. But again, only 4 teams can make the playoffs. That means there's going to be 8 disappointed teams.
But more was expected with their experience with Sweden. Anyway, back to this. Stone coming in nicely for Russia. A smattering of applause for that one.
Well, the crowd's waiting for something to cheer for, obviously. Pro-Canadian spectators.
A very knowledgeable crowd. They recognise good shots when they see them. Most of them will be curlers.
Or do you hit one of these?
Come here.
Where those are is in a tough spot because it's the Christmas tree effect where one's partially protected by the other, and you risk just chipping and rolling off altogether.
And that's harder without having thrown it.
Yep.
I'm just thinking if we hit this and roll away, she puts it back, I have to make the draw through that hole. So I'm wondering if I throw the draw through the hole now, try to get to here, hope she misses this.
Yeah.
The Canadian bench watching
'cause
intently,
If she nuts it and I don't have anything, right?
So, yeah, back
including
towards
the
that
national
heel.
coach on the left.
Well,
Yeah.
but I don't want to be beside it, then I want to be here so that she's beside it, right?
All right, Chelsea.
Like that.
I think the draw is a smart call. It's just too risky to try and play it on that other side. That was put in such a good spot by the Russian side.
I think it'd be nicer.
So thinking ahead, not just being reactive in this situation.
Maybe. You get that right there.
Bit of encouragement from the crowd as she heads back up to the other end.
All right, Chelsea.
Full 4.
Yeah. So we're thinking just not quite as nice on this side.
Like a 3-8, 3-9.
3-9, yeah.
That's what Amy and I said too.
Okay.
Like 100.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I like it. All right, Chelsea. Nice serve here. You got her.
Again, you can hear a pin drop in here until they start speaking. That moment just before delivery.
Hard line.
Just a 5, gotta go for weight. Go, Joss. Hard, Joss. Quite light. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Well, this could be real ugly for Chelsea Carey now after this one comes to rest.
That is in no man's land.
Overlaps though that guard
93.
well short.
Just that heavy.
This side has not been thrown as much in the end. Everything been down that outturn path.
So what an opportunity for Anna Sidorova
Закроем.
in this third end.
Если я тэпну какой-нибудь из гардов, если я тэпну этот, не так страшно. Если я этот раскрою, то будет хуже. Давай закроем. Попробуй кинуть какой-нибудь вес. Просто, видишь, даже если я буду вести, даже если я здесь пройду, все равно сюда придет, да? Что и останется? Вообще не так плохо.
Неплохо, да. Просто у меня сейчас знаю вес, у нее был 14,5, он сел. Надо где-то на 14, то есть на нуля может быть достаточно.
Не будем жадничать, может. Закроем.
Давай
Ей еще
закроем.
сложно будет здесь сделать. Вести.
So after the deliberation, back up to the other end. There's the Russian bench, Roger Schmidt on the left, and Svetlana Kalalb on the left.
Ноль мне вообще не нравится. Вообще не нравится. Мне даже один не нравится.
Ну, одна не нравится? Скажи, чему дотронулся, что хочешь делать?
Lena Sidorova hasn't had the best of records against Canadian teams, 7-15 in international play. But one of her wins came against Jocelyn Peterman in a tiebreaker in the World Juniors. Now a member of the Canadian side here.
A few years ago. This is a struggle as well, though. Oh.
Well, they plug that hole. Have set, just saw the Canadians come up short on the draw. That one, very long guard.
Can that do the job, do you think?
Trying this for one, or you want to just try to pick one and give them one?
My first thought was the tap.
Yeah.
But
I don't mind it. We need to all be in because it's a potential steal of 2, right?
I think it's pretty heavy out here. Like,
Yeah, like I'll have to throw probably bumper almost.
yeah. Like I like
think
if you
it's
do
a
solid
You like
12
this?
and a half.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Is that the right call?
I think even a 12.
12. Yeah,
I like playing it to try and score one. The question is, what's the weight going to be in this spot? They've sound very uncertain of what it is because they haven't played it a lot. But Chelsea, a good point. We all got to buy in. The pick isn't bad, but it puts you down 3-0.
Yep, you've got to feel your team are right with you on this one because you're taking a chance here.
Thinking like 12, 12 and a half.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
Play-
Probably need to give you at least a 70 though, eh?
Yeah, I think 70 is the number.
Okay.
Hey, Chelsea. Nice serve here. You got her. Trust it.
Big throw for the Canadian skip here.
Yeah, line close.
Now, one of those shots that if your skip makes, keeps you in a game and maybe momentum swings.
Gotta go.
Right now, all in favor of Russia.
You're by, you're by.
Last stone of this end.
Yes.
Has the guard.
Now it just needs to stop.
It was such a good effort, it really was, but just too much on that. Bench looking indifferent there, but they'll be feeling that too. That is a sore one from a Canadian point of view.
Didn't have a feel for that spot in the ice and wasn't confident playing it. Here's a look at it. Had to catch it higher if they had that much weight. Couldn't hold the line.
And away it goes. So 2 reds, 2 Russian counters. And look at the lead they have now after 3. Russia 4, Canada 0. Welcome back to our live coverage of the Ford World Women's Curling Championship 2016. It's the playoff. It's Russia against Canada, 3rd versus 4th. And if you're a Canadian fan, well, that's not good reading for you at the moment. Great lead for Russia after a steal of 2 in that 3rd end. Alison Walker and Luke Coley bringing you live commentary on the whole of this game from the Credit Union iPlex in Swift Current, Canada. Russia just can't quite believe what's happened thus far. Early days still time for
Восьмерочка.
Canada to come back. Winners here progress to the semi-final tonight, a little later on.
Like it. 2, 2.5. Whoa. 3, looks like it's moving,
nice.
like gliding. 2.
Really curling, make sure.
Well, Canada has to pick away at this. They came back from 4-0 in their first game of the round robin against Denmark. Really need to have a solid fourth end.
Go, 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 go. Okay, well,
Nice swing.
Karuka Ezik, 83%, the Russian lead.
86! Нельзя. Пошли, за нас не бросать. Будет дом.
Сначала мы победим, не бросай.
Можно, Рита? Если можно.
Давай, давай, давай.
Well, second one in. It's not the ideal position for the first two for Karuka. And now corner guard play can come into use by Team Canada.
Second stone for Lenny Peters, 86%. She's grimacing slightly there, look, she's not quite happy.
Well, knows this is a big stone to use.
No. Yeah, Joss. Joss. Couple here and there.
looks like it's coming down.
Couple here and there. 6, 7. Whoa, 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 whoa.
4-1. 4-1.
Russia in full defense mode. Especially with that one stone deep in the rings. That one buried.
Sweep, Рита. 6. Оп.
Well, Russia, a good front running team. They do throw hits quite well. Interesting part of that steal too is they didn't play that great of an end themselves. They left lots of openings for Canada. Canada couldn't make even a half a shot. It was a quarter shot, a little chip and roll. Amy Nixon rubbed a guard. Chelsea Carey's draw well short. And then overcompensated on her hit, or tap on her last, and taps it right through.
Yeah, it's not as if Russia had pushed them
We're past your broom.
to the edge to produce, you know, something amazing. It was a strange end.
Did you get a 4?
Well, that one right in. There's a mistake coming in. Now there's a chance at a double.
This is the fastest spot. It's just putting. All right. On to the next.
This crowd being very quiet now.
Sweep, Рита. Кира.
Targeting this double.
Yeah, very nice. Rolls it in now. Line 3. Canada's going to have to try and use them to their advantage. Almost though, Canada just going to play the hit and try and cluster some stones together, give himself a chance to get out with maybe a blank in this end.
Just can't seem to string more than one stone together.
Okay, I want us to go on that one. No, I don't want to. I think it's a lot heavier.
Jocelyn's second stone.
Okay, we're only at 2. 3.
All you got.
3.
All you got.
4.
Right up, right up, right up, right up, right up.
If I stand corrected, I thought they were playing the hit, just trying to freeze that top one or come around.
Oh, it's a bit away from there.
They just, they're talking different paths, and now Anytime you start talking and thinking this much about paths and speed, it gets in your head, and they're
Margarita foaming up. She had a great week, Margarita, 86%. A solid and reliable player. Away goes that yellow. No bother at all.
and each of these shots need to be so precise, trying to come back, whereas Russia has more room for error playing these hits. You can hit a little thin, you can hit a little thick. Doesn't have to be the perfect hit and roll or the perfect draw that now Canada needs to make.
Here's Amy Nixon. She's had a great week too.
You can go on that, Lainey. It's not bad.
Huge amount of experience, Amy Nixon.
It's like top 8. Yeah. 5.
Yeah, for line 2.
5.
Right up.
6. Hard. Line's good. Yeah.
Hard, 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 hard.
This looks like a better one.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
Oh, just catches that red one.
4, yeah. 4, 4? 4.
I like that weight. We get by.
Yeah, a lot to think about for Chelsea.
Nick, that's really close for weight. Очень надо, свист! Свист, держать, свист! Еще!
Well, Fomina able to remove that one. Just rolls off a little bit. I think Canada's going to try and clear things up. They could probably get 3 here. Catch this a hair high, so that meaning on the broom side of nose.
Big weight, Chelsea!
Let's see what Amy Nixon can do here. How many?
Whoa. Clean, clean, clean.
Well, close to getting the 3rd as well. Gets all 4 going, and actually an unfortunate break for Team Canada.
Very nice. Throw. Nice throw.
Catching that one in the back, because that had triple written all over it.
And at last, the Canadian crowd have something to cheer. 1, 2, 3, and nearly 4.
Clean, clean,
Yeah, just a hair high of nose, keeps their shooter.
clean, clean, clean. Nice, Nix.
Not
Yeah.
a huge reaction there to that good
But
shot.
you know they need to make a few more, though.
Yeah. They are on the back foot.
Could really use a rollout from Russia now if to try and get a blank in the end. They don't want to have to just take 1.
Russia skip Anna Sidorova, 81% for the whole tournament. We'll get some stats later about this game. And we're back to 3 reds.
Молодец. It'll come. Yep.
Yeah,
This
it'll
is
go.
nice here. You're back to this is probably the fastest spot, eh?
Okay, back 4.
Sounds good.
Go around that side one. Thought they might go weld the back one,
13-8.
force Russia to smash it, and then you might have a blank.
Yeah, it's a different path though.
This thinking to try and get a deuce.
So you're thinking it's a nicer path?
If anything, I think it's a nicer path. I still don't mind it, but I think that's max.
Okay.
So that 9,500 that I threw, same as here.
95-ish, I think.
Yeah, that one was 92, right? So
Yeah.
90, 95.
Just looking for reassurance there from her teammates. Chelsea Carey, 83%.
Hard line. Next. Hard line.
Watching intently.
Go, go.
Hard line. 5, 4.
Right up.
Right up. Gotta bounce it.
You can see it coming round now.
Next.
Well,
100.
hear them continuing to say numbers, and it's the Chelsea very much a numbers, like from the stopwatch type player. Some people go solely on feel, some people go on both. She needs to know that number and has a reliance.
And we'll throw accordingly once she knows that number.
And now they're guessing in certain spots of where they go, what they play with it, and what speeds are in different paths.
So Anna Sidorova here just wants to make it as difficult for her opposing skip as possible.
Well, lying 2 already, they're not even going to risk it. They peeling that one. They want to put this in a position. Makes it tougher for Chelsea Carey.
Tougher to get anything.
Очень прямо идет. Пока. Девочки, нет. Нельзя. Вообще нет. Подсаживается. Записать. Свип. 4 идут. Тип. Стилайн. На. Стилайн. Свип.
And that's good enough, I would think. Certainly to make life uncomfortable.
This is where mine really curled, but I didn't throw it very well, but I think it'll still come up.
It is. I almost thought that it'd be better to try and force Chelsea Carey to throw a draw. She hasn't made them in this game. And you put this one just into the top of the 8-foot. Chelsea Carey's got to navigate a port and draw to get her 1. Now she gets to play a hit, which she likes, prefers to over the draw.
Yep.
Especially when she hasn't had a feel for draw weight. So maybe a small tactical allowing Canada this hit as opposed to them play a draw.
Nice normal here, Chels. Nice serve here, Chels. You got her.
So here she goes.
9. Clean, lady. Clean. Clean, lady, clean.
Well, clean, a good sound. Nose hit gets them their 1.
And they do, and I'm sure a little sigh of relief, the crowd urging them on. Here inside the arena, Canada do get 1 point on the board. Still trailing in this game. After 4, Russia 4, Canada 1. So everything quiet as we begin this fifth end, this third versus fourth playoff game between Russia and Canada. Canada finally on the scoreboard.
It's on the downside, but I like it.
Just the one though, so
Good.
a lot of work to do in this team.
Make sure.
Over curling.
No, line's good.
2.
Right up, Nick. Right up, right up, right up, right up, right up.
Sylvia, Canada, look, what are you thinking at this stage?
6-5.
Have to go and try and play, put themselves in a position for a steal.
Or not.
Put that center line guard out in front.
Good throw. Okay.
So we look a good crowd.
Jam-packed, isn't it? Enjoying the action, so close to the play here. Hear everything the players are saying. Great atmosphere.
Саша, одна, мне кажется, одна. Воу.
4.
Свип, свип, обе.
You can sense by the Canadian side they're really trying to stay positive despite where they sit scoreboard-wise. Getting those times, and Russia just continues to play a nice draw early in the end, setting things up.
Line's good.
It's close. Little bounce.
Whoa, then.
Little bounce. No,
Bad bounce. Jocelyn, go.
7. No,
Jocelyn,
really.
go.
No. You gotta go.
You gotta go, Joss.
You mix. Okay. No. It's there. It's there,
Still have
Joss.
to,
You gotta go.
Joss. You have to.
It's there.
Right up, 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 right up. Okay.
Well, little chap off it. One side definitely a straighter and a
Yes.
quicker. They got Canada caught in that third end.
Here's Kuruka Ezek. First shot.
Саша, очень надо. Саша, внимание. Саш.
Just after that Canadian yellow.
Well, avoid the jam. They nose it, and I don't necessarily think it's an all-out go for a steal,
It's not
but
as good.
So,
got to make a nice freeze.
side. We're gonna freeze that. What are you thinking? 14? I like it. It's still pretty heavy. I think it's a put it there. 14. Yeah? I do. Okay. I'd rather go around it, Jaws, if anything, right? Okay. 14.
She settles herself.
Line's close.
Yep. 3.
Yep.
Where is it, Minnie? 3.
Hard line, hard line.
4.
Hard line.
5.
Hard line, gotta go.
Yeah, we're there.
You gotta
We're
go
good.
for line.
Not bumping. Yes, bumping. Little bump. Whoa.
Line's great.
Just to it. Just to it.
Right into that pocket.
Nice, Joss.
Well, and Canada needed that one, especially Jocelyn Peterman
3-9. Sorry.
in that path, one that they really didn't know what was going to do.
Yeah, that was nicely done.
Good sweep.
Relaxing. Team Switzerland already into the final. Fabulous display from them this week.
They have a chance to win 3 straight world titles for for the country of Switzerland. Lena Patz last year, it was that team 2 years ago in St. John that were victorious.
Yeah, Swiss curling really is on a roll at the moment.
Would make it 4 in 5 years. They had before they won in Miriam Ott won in 2012. They hadn't won one since 1983.
5.5. You just been
Line
down
close.
here already, so I'm just, yeah, it's good. Tight. Tight. 2.5.
It's over curling.
Crowd watching intently every single shot here.
Okay, it's over curling. Just let it die.
As you can see, here's the measuring device that's used.
Okay, it's good.
16.
5-7.
not taking any chances. Anna Sidorova out in front. Get rid of that guard.
Sweep, Reed, sweep. Sweep, sweep.
Wasting a few stones, getting later in the end. We'll see who makes the first move, and my guess it'll be Canada needing to make a move.
Or a first mistake.
Okay, if it's over, easy guys. Over curling. We're over. Easy guys.
Okay. Good sweep, Joss.
Not sure how useful that one will be.
It just had to be in front of that one, knowing that Russia's going to peel it. They don't want to leave that one in play.
Sweep. Whoa. Молодец.
Yet another peel of the front.
Oh, it's tempting, isn't it, ladies?
So last a third stones to come.
I don't mind it as long as I'm short of it. They're welded.
No, there's like this much space between them. I'm thinking one more. What do you think?
Are you? I'm thinking one more too.
Okay.
Little tighter though, eh?
Yeah.
Just give you a nice release, Chelsea. That one was kind of dead release.
Okay.
It's not bad, guys. Halfway. Okay, I don't think it's crazy more. It's
Joss
just
a little
lot
bit
of
if you can.
rotation is the thing. Just halfway.
Over curling.
Okay. 2.5.
Oh, oh. Mine's pretty good.
So one more guard then.
Good.
Yeah, and it's in a better spot. If it was longer, late in the end now, we might have seen Russia make a play.
And Russia about to get rid of that one too. Margarita Fomina.
Sweep, Kira, sweep. Sweep, Kira. Sash. Sash.
Stones fast disappearing in this end.
Side you want, over or under?
Over, so I'm
Just
thinking
a
it's like
smidge.
that.
Okay. Let's go, Chelsea. It's a bit better now, eh?
Okay, yeah, it should be nice now, hey? Right to it.
Okay.
Even if you tap it a little bit, we just want to be on the nose, or if anything, just a hair across it is okay.
Okay.
Like a 4-2.
Well, Anna Sidorova has to like the situation she's in.
Yeah. 4-4. I think.
It's 2 years ago, her first bronze medal,
Nice now.
lost the 3-4 game, then won the
110?
bronze.
Is that not enough?
I don't think that's
Last year,
100, 105?
won the 3-4 game, but lost the semifinal and then won the bronze. So this year they make one step further and get to the final.
Mine's nice. Weight's all there. Like how much? 7? John? I think it's just a 5-6. Yep, 5. Hard line.
Mine's good.
Just to it. Hard line.
Right to it.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
Hard.
Yep.
We're just to it.
Yep. Yep.
Hard
Yep.
toss, hard toss, hard.
Yes, yes.
Into that little pocket it goes.
Well, it's not an awful position. I think you could blast it and might be able to squeeze both of them out.
Все наши уходят.
But smash and get everything right now. Tough to get rid of that one.
Хотите? Ну да,
С
на
другой
максимум.
стороны, если мы вот так делаем, она вот так пробьет. А я буду стоять 2 в линию. Побольше. Но с другой стороны, у нее все равно так будет. Её сюда, вот сюда надо толкнуть. И оставить свой, как напряжение ей дополнительное.
2
Самое плохое, что мы можем сделать, это толкнуть и сделать ей вот так, подставку. Тогда она пробьет, у нее будет прикрыт еще своим. Это плохо. Соответственно, нам нужно ниже толкать.
Чуть ниже.
Да.
Well, right now the angles don't set up with those two yellows for Canada to make a player. They'd have to go around to the side of the button. They can't really
Или, может быть, даже
do much.
да.
Russia could blast, could get all them going. The risk is you leave one of those yellows around,
Кажется, поменьше.
but you have no guards. I thought they would play the hit at this point.
Потому что если сейчас бить по их, то их остается этим, а наш уходит всем.
So what she's thinking, do you think?
Just tap that. They want to tap that one into the forefoot. The only thing is you don't want to go too deep and then leave
Может быть, самую малость.
a path for Canada to play a draw and give them an out. Right now, there's not much for Canada as an out.
You almost don't want to change that situation there, do you?
They could go out. They could go out and guard it themselves if they wanted to.
Всегда. Внимание. Кира. Свип. 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 Далее, да. Давай, Кир, давай. Да, удержать. Удержать. Давай. Чуть.
Well, and this one over curls, and actually, as I said, now benefits Canada by unlocks those frees in the top.
She has made the situation worse for Russia.
I do.
Удержать. Удержать. Давай. Чуть.
I understand what the objective of that was, and if you make it perfectly, it's great. But they don't have to take that risk at this point.
They didn't.
Sounds good.
Could this be the little break that Canada is waiting for? I wonder what the bench think of
Nice show here, Chelsea.
whether it was a right decision or not.
You got her,
Sure, for
Chelsea.
Canada and Charlie Thomas, he's saying, thank you. Now we have a chance to lie 3, and you have to draw the forefoot.
Yep, bit of a turnaround.
Easy. Yeah. Easy.
Really hard.
Hard.
Left to wait.
10. Really hard. Whoa.
Whoa.
10. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
Well, get it as close to nose as you can. Just rolls off a little bit.
No bother at all.
Worry was waiting for it to swoop and see if it would. Make that swoop in there and didn't want to touch the front. Rolls off just a half a rock too much. Rolls a little bit less. Have to make the double to score 1.
So 3 yellows now, look at that. What a turnaround in this end.
How different an end it is after first shot by Anna Sidorova. She has to get through those two, get it on the nose.
Yep, they must be very pleased with that.
Yeah, I was going to tell you.
It's a tricky final shot for Anna Sidorova. Fifth then, just before they head into the break.
Well, do they push that one far enough?
Oh, it's so close. So close.
I think they moved it just far enough.
Well, if that's the case, what a great save for Russia. Might it be a measure?
I think they might throw the stick on it just to make sure. I think it did push that one back far enough.
So they remove the other stones.
But that end, I think, gives Canada life, whether it's a steal or a force. I think Canada knows they'll have to regroup in the second half.
Я надеюсь, подождите. Я так и быстренько посмотрела, мне показалось наш.
From that angle, it looks like red, it looks like Russia, which would give them a 5-1 lead. But the measure is out, just to be sure. Teams are keeping an eye on this. And then we'll head over for some refreshment and a bit of team talk.
I don't think it's going to be close, so I'm not worried about it.
Well, Amy just wanted to do a measure. That angle, you're definitely right, Allison. Definitely looks red. And that one doesn't actually move it. It is the red stone.
As we kind of thought, but it was a great final stone from Anna Sidorova. Under a lot of pressure there. And after 5 and into the break, it's Russia 5, Canada 1.
Second end of this 3-4 game. A rollout by Chelsea Carey left the 8-foot wide open, and Anna Sidorova to score 2, strike first in this sudden death playoff game. And she has no problem with that one, right to the side of the top of the button. Gets on an early 2-0 lead. Canada with the hammer in the third, trying to answer back with a score of their own, and draw came up light on her first. And now Chelsea Carey has to play the tap back. Weren't sure what the weight would be on it. Line's good, just well too much weight as it goes all the way through, and a steal of 2. An early 4-0 lead for Russia after Canada got one back. And Russia left a little opening, the smallest of openings here. Anna Sidorova get through the hole and hit and stick to score 1. Do they catch enough, push that yellow back? And they push that one back. They measure it. And the yellow one doesn't even move the measuring stick. It's a single point for Russia and a 5-1 lead as we are halfway through this Page 3-4 playoff game.
Those are the keys, right?
We're good. We have 4 minutes. Press button on. Yeah. And if we have to have those conversations, instead of going down there.
Did you put yours in the best spot possible at the last shot of yours? Yeah.
There are the stats after the first 5 ends. Well, we know the score 5-1. 2 stolen points for Russia. And all the percentages up on the Russian side compared to Canada. 2 stolen points, keys. The key, really.
Well, and you look at skip percentage right now. Anna Sidorova, 92% on her own and 58% for Chelsea Carey. Canadian team, as in general, as you see, 74%. Are going to have to pick it up. Down 4, playing 6. Have to convert with the hammer, scoring multiple points.
A reminder of the format, the page playoff.
Yeah, Switzerland is already into the gold medal game. Japan awaits the winner of this game right now, with the loser going to the bronze medal game of both the 3-4 and the semifinal. Russia made it to the semifinal last year but lost, then won the bronze. I want to try and get to the gold medal game, trying to win better than the bronze they've won the last 2 years. Well, Canada needs a win to keep their chances alive to end the streak of winless or without a world championship since 2008, the last time Canada's hoisted the trophy at the end of the Ford World Women's Curling Championship.
So it really is part two, the second half of this game between Russia and Canada. 5-1 to Russia. And that is still a substantial lead. This is absolutely key end for Canada now, Luke, isn't it?
Well, they've had their break. I think a little, maybe a bit of momentum swung in their favor in that fifth end. They were able to generate something, force Anna Sidorova to make a tough shot on her last.
Now we'll see some stats about how the teams are performing in this game. 88% for Karuka Izek. Haven't seen too many wayward shots from her at all. I mean, Russia, I guess, Roger Smith will just have been saying, keep doing what you're doing. You haven't made too many mistakes at all.
Very good.
Good. 6-2.
Okay.
Чуть-чуть похоже.
Well, 4-point lead. First two going to come into the house. One just line up the angle on them. They don't want to leave any stagger. Well, a couple different options, what to play. They can try and tap them. They could play behind the corner.
I think you passed it now. No? You passed it.
They liked the weight. They thought they liked it. And there's just not having the understanding of what they needed to do. They could have played for a tick.
And really, when you're 4 shots behind, you cannot afford a shot like that. Alexandra Reva, second player, 90% for this game. Peels the guard and misses a run, of course.
Yeah, with Lainey Peters second not being in the rings or in play at all, now has to deal with in the rings with no guards.
In terms of trying to get some shots and stones and scores,
So, what did I throw?
going to make it really difficult for them.
So what weight do you want? Back 4. 3-8? I like 3-5 for the top. Okay.
Jocelyn not having the best of games here, but time to pick up. Still 73%.
T-line. Room.
Back 4.
Whoa.
Back 8. Lots of weight.
Okay, Nick's go a little bit.
Line's close. Whoa.
Well, in the round robin game, Canada only scored in one end. They scored 3 in that. trying to move those around, trying to score for the second time. They'd love to try and score more than just one. Russia going to go smash away, just remove that one. Tough to pick it clean, but even if you lose your own, not a whole lot doing in the end.
Yeah, we should not be too bothered about that. Seeing our yellow go is the important thing.
So they get those out of the 4-foot or the top part of the house. Corner guard now go out in front for Jocelyn Peterman, hoping for a flash or a nose hit to leave something they can hide behind.
Really tight.
No. Lots of room. Okay.
Well, that one goes into the house.
I need to switch these brooms. I thought we were doing 6 and 4. Okay. No? Yep. Nix, we don't have to.
Well, peels that one out. But stays in play.
Real nice, right guys? Yeah. 16 and a half.
As we said, winner does get to play Japan. Both these teams would love an opportunity to do that, losing both their games in round robin to them. Japan beat Russia 6-1 and Canada 11-2.
Line's nice.
I think it's there, Lainey. Easy,
6-1.
easy.
6-1. That's good. Nice, Nix. Good sweep.
Margarita Fumina, 84% for this game.
Just trying to stay clean with these peels.
Yep, can't afford any slip-ups at all.
Where'd you get on Joss's? Where'd you get on Joss's when we threw it down here?
I don't remember.
Okay, so if we're gonna, just it's crossing, eh? So I'm just a little bit worried about that, although it's keener across. So to get down to that one, 3.9? Yeah. 3.8?
I think you're good with 14.
And get down there, but I want it down there.
Yeah.
3.8. You got it, Nick. Little light? Heavy.
Line's a hair
Heavy.
It's not bad. No.
It's heavy. Just to it. Not quite.
Gotta go
It's
for
heavy.
line.
No. 15. 9.
Hey, line's good.
Line's good. 9.
Yeah, line.
Hard line.
Well, they want to take it back to that one.
See it coming round now.
Yep.
Nicely done from Amy Nixon.
Weight was perfect, just on the wrong side of the stone. If it was on the other side, a blast might go onto that stone out of the rings.
And Sidorova always does that little spin of the stone before she starts, like the bouncing of the ball in tennis. Set routine, 92%. What a great game she's having so far. Let's see what happens here.
And that went with ease. That was the problem with being on that side of that stone.
Yeah, much easier for her to catch it. So stone's disappearing fast.
What did you get on Amy?
14.
I think that's pretty true.
Yeah, she said it felt there was a little bit more of a put it there, she thought, but the kick was what she would have thought for 14. Yeah, probably got to give you 14 too, though, hey, because
Yeah,
we're 2 feet
we're a
higher.
rock higher, right?
Yeah. So you like 100, 105?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, talked hog to hog time. They talked split time, which is the back line to hog line as a split to sort of give an early indication from the sweepers.
Look
But
at that stat for the game. Look,
the reason-
58%.
Not put all on her, but she's been in some tough spots. But skip at 58%, you're not going to win a lot of games.
Right to it. Line's perfect.
Get behind a pole line. Get behind a pole line.
Amy Nixon coming out, taking over here.
Go, go, go.
Gotta go, wait.
Hard. Line's perfect. Right to it, right to it, right to it, right to it, right to it.
Well, just a little short line was outstanding if they can get it to it.
And did it.
Good sweep, Lainey.
Okay, 100.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Perfect line.
Oh, I wonder who he's supporting.
Oh, he's got the beard split. Russian flag, the Canadian maple leaf.
Keeping all his options open. Lot of
Covering
work.
both his bases. We'll see if he
Yeah.
changes before the semifinal. Later on today. Yesterday it was the Swiss flag and the Japanese flag.
A lot of effort goes into that, you know.
Well, he knows if it's Canada, it'll just be all red and white. There'll be no blue needed.
Here's Anna Sidorova with her final stone here. Again, wants to limit Canada.
Can pick it, can blast it off the back one.
Blank, hey?
I think so.
I think so too. Little, I mean, we'd have to hit it really thin to
Yeah,
get that,
it's
hey?
fine.
This shouldn't do a
The
ton.
Russian
though, right?
bench must be very pleased with the way things are going so far.
Yeah, showing their poker face, not really telling how they feel at this stage, but
Cards close to the chest.
Pardon me? I think we blank, hey?
Sure.
Could argue it either way, but yeah.
That's the plan. Try and score more in the next end.
Nice serve here.
well, it's important they'll need to get things set up early. They haven't been able to set up any ends with the hammer in this entire game. Just that 1 point for their work so far.
Big peel. Whoa.
Last store of this sixth end.
Laney.
We expect
Right to it.
both of them to disappear,
Shooter, watch it.
and they do.
I'll just get enough. They're a little worried. They're sweeping to make sure they catch any of it.
So all clear, completely blank.
Nice serve. Good throw.
Canada will try and put things together for the next end as they try to close this gap on leaders Russia after 6. Russia 5, Canada 1.
Там нет таких, что 5 рукав.
We're on to the 7th end now of this 3rd versus 4th playoff game between Russia and Canada. Live coverage from the Ford World Curling Championship 2016. Alison Walker and Luke Coley providing you with live commentary on this game. Great atmosphere inside the arena as Russia get us back underway here.
Well, back button and an early advantage with that one just behind the tee line. Canada's got to execute their shots as the crowd trying to get into it with a little bit of the wave.
And there's the brass band that you might have been hearing at certain points between the ends.
Mine's pretty nice. It's not moving much though.
Players just have to stay focused, concentrate on what's happening on this sheet of ice.
5-7. Okay, good, Lainey.
Canada need to get something going here, need to start building.
We'll see if they employ a corner guard attack in the end. They've tried with just one, haven't been able to have success. First one just behind the tee line.
Why haven't they done it with 2?
They've had opportunities to just play a straight come around. Last end they were in a good position to draw around, lie one, and sailed it through. So it's another one coming behind the tee line now. And trouble on those. Now we'll see a second corner.
Yeah, if anything, it's going to be a bit heavier, but I like that same weight.
Mine's good.
It's a touch more, but not a lot. I think you can be very clean in that. No, no. Okay, we're all
Curling
there.
way more than the other side.
You can go clean it. It's close to your broom, Chelsea.
The line's
Come up
really
a bit
good.
shorter.
The line's really good.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
Very nice, Lainey. 5-6.
Sweep, Reed. Whoa. Sweep. Sweep, Reed, sweep. Whoa. 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 Here. Отлично.
Well, probably put one, maybe 2 more corner guards. See if they get a mistake out of Russia. And if not, they'll go in behind. Can also freeze to the one in the center of the house.
Mine's a little tighter.
Okay, help. Or just give it to me and I'll do it.
And that's the case with the different broom handles, or broom heads, I should say. Trying to get them even. So there's no double peel. And
Yeah. Wee bit short.
Sweep, Rita. Whoa. Kira.
Raeva putting up good numbers. And
Is this one away too? Not quite.
now time to go trying to make some shots. Play the come around.
Not quite as nice as the little side you just threw. Yeah. 14 for it? Lee, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking 4.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the hog line there. You can see the stone has to be released before that line, that wide black line called the hog line.
Mine's good.
So your lights end up flashing.
Mine's good.
There are a sensor in the ice that works with the handle on it, and that's
Full T right now.
Yeah, Lainey, you can go.
Yep, Lainey, you can go.
let's set it up and
You can go.
Canada trying to position this one in behind.
And this one looks nice.
May have actually come out on the wide side, but in the edge of the 12-foot, tough to do so.
Overthrowing those, right?
Better to be on the wide side than the inside.
Не будем, наверное, да, рисковать? Окей.
Oh, good come around. Basically in position now. You can get your deuce. You can guard it up, or then you can freeze to the back one.
Свип, Саш, свип! Свип, Саша! Давай, давай, Саш, очень надо, свип! Свипай, смотри!
Well, trying the run back.
Дир, дир!
And just like that, so run back made. Not sure they were playing the run.
Intending to do that.
Be the come around again for Team Canada.
Yep. Russia will take that. Let's take another look.
Свип, Саш, свип! Свип, смотри!
Let's see of this run back.
Okay, 5 right now. Lots of room, JP. 5, 6.
Mine's fine.
Just a ton of room. No, 7. Ton of room.
To this one?
We can beat you that.
Yep, Joss.
No,
go.
we are. We are. We're to it.
Okay, you have to go for line though.
Okay. Whoa. Little tap. No, just to it. Just to it. Whoa.
Good throw, Nix.
When they go deep, I believe they are just second shot.
Sorry.
It is second shot stone.
Yep. They are.
Нравится попробовать слабым? Слабым нравится попробовать? Или просто уберем?
Вообще почти не вижу и не очень валящая сторона. Давай попробуем.
Ладно.
Не хочешь?
Well, 4-point lead. Let's go rip the front.
Саш, Саш. Воу, воу, воу. Кира. Воу. Хорош.
Well, how go about it? Freeze or put the corner guard?
Or no, Jocelyn's side, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Right on the nose is pretty good.
Yeah, and if I'm a touch short, it's not the end.
Yeah, right here is okay. Yeah, a little short's the miss. We don't
Yep.
really want to move it.
From that same turn or turn the other? In turn. Okay, so to here, Jocelyn threw the intern tap 13-9, but it's better now, right?
Yeah, it's been a couple ends, so I think you could throw the same.
Same what I just threw?
No, with 13-9. Just a hair less?
A hair less than I just
Yeah, do you think?
Just a hair.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the
Pretty
same kind of a
close.
path.
Yep.
Okay.
Just heard this, and they've been fighting that. What path are we in? Spot.
Yep. We've heard that conversation several times.
A little more?
Line's close.
Not bad. It's a lot more.
I don't think it's more.
Easy turbo. No line right now.
Line's
I think
good.
you gotta go. Yeah, line's good. 5, 6. 5. Line's
Right
good.
to it. Yeah, line.
4, 5. 5. Still
Hard
5.
line.
Hard
No,
line.
we're gonna get it there.
Go, Joss. Hard, Joss. Just top 6. Just top 6. Oh.
Good sweep, Joss. 4-3.
Well, they said that was the
Oh,
miss.
I thought you had it. Good job. Good sweeping, Joss. Good sweeping, Joss. Good.
Так, и почему тебе здесь не нравится?
Мне сейчас стоит стоять, как потом выбирать.
Ну да, значит, оказывается, у нас будет вовлек.
Если только делать здоров,
Мне
чтобы
вообще
не было
нравится.
сложно.
Можно подумать.
Мне нужно будет
Это
толкнуть
очень
прямо
четко,
туда.
да. Ну,
да, я
это
понимаю, что
если
есть
получится,
вариант
конечно,
ошибки.
здорово, но тут все это, вся эта куча, он где-нибудь
Просто
зависнет.
здорово.
Да. Пусть везет. Если очень хорошо привезет, этот всегда мы сможем снять.
Окей. Здесь отваливать, помнишь?
Да.
Аккуратней просто.
Well, they're looking, I believe, to see about making the hit and roll in. Get in a position, try and get there too. Like Russia right now, get rid of that yellow. Sidorova has had a relatively stress-free game so far.
She seems to be playing well within herself.
Well, made it go away. Now a pocket, though. They want it to either roll in.
What'd you have on mine?
4-3.
Okay. So you're thinking 3-8?
Always a nice round of applause as the Canadian skip heads up
4-3 on Amy, so I need to
the other end to take her shot. Her first stone.
even 13-9 probably. I don't think flight's any good.
Sounds good.
100 or more?
Again, we hear all the numbers.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty close to, I like
Yeah,
that.
Amy said it felt heavy to her underfoot, so.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Great, Chelsea. You got her. Hey, line's nice.
Lots
Really?
of weight, yeah.
Come on, 9,
Unless she
10.
killed it.
Laney,
Laney.
10.
Whoa!
Whoa,
Toss!
hard,
Whoa!
hard.
Yep.
9, hard toss.
Yeah!
Hard toss.
Well, I want to tap this one up.
Real nice.
Get shot stone in the pocket. Real tough to get rid of that one.
Well played. And the skip and our sweepers.
Yeah. Holy crap. Yeah, I was never going to be light on you there. It just comes down hard.
Hard toss.
Yeah!
Hard toss. Real nice.
Almost allows herself a smile there.
Берем. Вместе с нашим, допустим.
Растолкать. Опасно.
Этот уйдет сюда, наш отъедет сюда.
Это сюда.
И ничего хорошего я в этом тоже особо не вижу.
3 камня в доме.
Если еще может так получиться как-нибудь вот так и какой-нибудь вот сюда, нам это не нужно. Мне кажется, нужно брать один этот. С нашими и все. Если с нашим с этим.
I think the pick of the top one has to be the call. You play a draw, you bring in 3 into play, get rid of the top one. At worst, you give up a deuce in the end.
Делать, скорее всего, вместе с нашим верхнего.
Кира! Саш, свист! Свист!
Есть, есть.
Well, pick that top one. Chelsea Carey gets the nose. She will be able to get her first 2 of the game.
I'm not sure whether there was much more Anna Sidorova could do there, really.
No, you try and play something in there. In a different scenario, you might, but with a 4-point lead, you pick the top one and say, Chelsea, you got to make your shot, score your 2.
You're in the out, right?
Oh, yeah.
Great, Chelsea. How hard are you throwing?
Normal, I think.
Okay.
this should go straight, right? Like this
Yeah.
is the spot where
Yeah.
it went crazy straight before.
Trust it, Chels. Nice throw here, Chels. Good normal.
Last stone of the 7th.
Clean.
Yep.
Chance potentially
Yep.
Whoa.
to pick up 2 here.
Right on the nose. That'll get her 2. Can't roll too far.
Very nice. Very nice.
And no bother at all for Chelsea Carey, the Canadian skip. At last, a deuce on the scoreboard for her. Closes the gap. Brings Canada right back into this game again.
Get in. Let's make sure we trust that spot, eh? Because that's like hip underfoot is quite the
Well played to Canada. So they have closed the gap after 7. Russia 5, Canada 3.
So we're going to do a little RUS-CAN impersonation contest. So what we're going to do, each one of you have got to do your best very hard, and the winner will be picked by the audience. You're going first. Yes. So here we go. On 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. All right, so they're going to make a left second. Remember, RUS, big, loud voice, long run. On 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, number 3. Now, you're the big one. Who's big? You gotta be bigger, longer, harder, all this good stuff. Up, 1, 2, 3, go. Are you ready? You will be soon, okay? Round of applause as everyone gets this number 1. Number 2. Number 3. And you will have the choices of wonderful prize packages for 4, but all of you get something for 4. Our great sponsor. Let's give them a big round of applause for that tonight.
Well, Canada gets their first 2. They're still trailing by a 2-point margin. 3 ends remaining. Sudden death playoff. Winner moves on to play Japan. Loser will play for bronze tomorrow.
I do too.
Lainey Peters in her last World Championship appearance won the bronze, but
No.
they
No.
lost the 3-4 game of that to Korea.
Nope. We're there. Whoa, whoa.
Nice, Lainey.
Put the high guard up. And they'll probably put a second centerline guard. Take some chances now. Don't have any other choice late in the game.
Доти. Нет, нет, Рит, не надо. Девочки, мне кажется, надо будет.
Доти.
О, легче. Пока нет, пока не валит, не валит. Рита первая. Не валит пока. Рита первая.
Нет, нет.
4.
Was deep with 2 stones in the last end, which ended up proving costly. That one open, but in a better spot in front of the tee line, top 4 foot. Compare the leads. Lainey Peters, just 25% on the hits. Not many hits played. Slight advantage to the Russian lead, Karuka Zek.
I'm gonna need your help. Bring me the broom.
Go. I can do it.
Go. Okay, really needs to hold on a second. Hold on.
That's straight as a son of a biscuit.
Wow. Over sweeping it and talking about wanting the broom. Different broom heads they have. Some that are a little more aggressive, get a bit more curl.
Рита, только, очень Рита. Рита, да. Очень Рита. Рита, очень надо, да. Давай, давай, Рита, давай, вали его, вали.
Well, avoid the jam, little roll.
Почему не надо-то?
So there's the two guards in that play on the center line.
Ведь не
Except it's a
надо.
biter now for Rush. We'll see if that one comes in late in this end.
Держится сторона, я тебе не стала говорить перед броском? Сторона прямая, не стала тебе говорить? Там же там, ну я привыкла. 4 было.
Line's close.
It's there, Lainey.
Yeah.
Okay, we're
All
two
there.
left, Chels. 8. Whoa. Lainey, 8, 9.
No.
Okay, you gotta go, okay.
No. Nix.
Where are we, Ellie? 7. Right to it, little bump. Bump 7,
Okay,
7.
line's good. Right to it.
We are plus.
Good, Joss. 4-2. 4-2.
Right?
4-2.
Well watched, well guided. Nice position from Jocelyn.
Well, it's an important stone because once you come in, you know the center guard's going to be peeled, and you got to keep putting the guard out in front.
Рит. Воу.
Whoa.
Хорошо. Молодец.
She hasn't missed one of these peels. Comparison of the seconds.
Yours was only like a 17 and a
Reva
half.
way ahead of
No, we've
Peterman.
been down there. I think it might be nicer. Okay.
Line's good. Make sure it's over.
She had a nice first stone, so
Line's good. A little bit.
to build on that.
A little bit of room.
Don't let me take it.
Yeah,
It's
just
okay,
a
it'll
little
come.
bit, Lainey.
Watching intently. Where is it going to finish?
Nice job.
And that will do the job.
7.5.
Centerline guard.
So that one, I
It
get it
will
a bit faster than
disappear very quickly.
Well, now that this Russian team hasn't played very well, their shots have been less difficult than what getting out to that 4-0 lead. You don't have to play the smaller room for margin of error shots. There.
Yeah, they got off to an absolute flyer after the first 3. As you can see behind Chelsea. It's been a bit of a struggle for Canada since then. But it's a 5-3 game, and what can still happen?
18 will do it, right? Yep.
Line's pretty good.
Lighter than yours, for sure. Felt like it's there, though, so just
It's
be
okay.
cautious.
It's
I feel
okay.
like it's all there.
You got room.
It's good.
Looks like tons to me.
Yeah.
2. Lainey.
Lainey.
2. Yeah, it needs to curl too.
Okay, easy now.
Okay, that's good. That's
Hold
good.
on.
Okay, that's good, Nix.
Oh, protecting. They know they have
I thought she killed that a bit.
that
more.
yellow stone out in front.
Good throw, Nix. Nice one, Amy.
Саш. Воу, Кира. Молодец.
Well, just waiting when to make your move. And
You like it? Let's go, Joss, quick. I just want to see the angles. I don't disagree necessarily. I just want to.
Third comparisons, pretty close.
It's just we can't. First of all, this isn't easy right now, the way the angle is. Second
Yes.
of all, even if we make it, it's a force probably at best, right?
Yeah.
If you freeze to it now,
We just be on that side of it.
a hair, if anything, yeah.
Well, I guess this wouldn't be the end of the world either.
No,
would it?
we're right behind it. Like, it's not bad, right?
Okay.
Anywhere-
Ideally, right to ours.
Ideally right there,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, and what are we thinking for weight?
I
It's
think
nice down here, I think.
speed will be pretty good, hey?
Nice down here,
Well,
Lainey?
Canadian team bench.
It is.
Lane Dag Jackson on the left, national team coach, and Susan O'Connor, their alternate.
Listening intently.
Almost too much where she doesn't want to look, knowing the situation they're in.
Yeah, they are up against it.
Okay, just full 8, Lainey. So was a 4-7 going to do that?
I like
4-5.
Yeah. I like 4-7.
Full 8.
Line's good.
I'd say
Gotta
a
go,
little
gotta
on
go.
the light end, but you got lots of room right now. Top 12. Okay, if you can, add all for weight. Leave it for a sec. Really, really nice here,
Joss.
pretty nice.
Hold on. Curl. Lainey, if you can. Only if you can. Yeah, go, Joss. Go, Joss.
Is it going to
Line
get
good.
there?
Yep. All you got.
That's a really good sweep. They want to try and get that broom to get it to curl, and they're the one that sweeping with it, but unable to do so
Very nice shot.
because it needed it for the weight.
Вот этот камень. Даже если мы здесь заденем, чтобы этот уходил, и этот оставался.
Look at them lined up there.
2. Не, давай 0.
Да. Bad.
Yep.
Like the miss is short, right?
Yeah, ticking and staying on that side of it is horrendo.
Yeah. Good shot.
Внимание, Кира.
They're trying to open up that 4-foot, not closing the scoring zone. Slash this one in.
Хорошо. Молодец.
It's a bit more room for manoeuvre now. For both teams, though.
Yeah, it still is Russia lying 1 with that stone back of the 4-foot,
Хорошо.
but they have access to the 4-foot a little bit more.
I mean, even if you tap it here. I mean, this is the perfect, I understand. And we can throw the guard. She's going to play this.
Yeah.
And we can go around, theoretically.
What are you thinking? What
Tap.
I like that. Looking at that. Even if you tap it to here, it's not terrible.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is
Straight back's perfect.
Yeah.
Yes.
even if you cross it just a hair, which you don't have a lot of room to do, but that's not bad either because then she can't get both of them.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
like a
Sorry, mine was a 5-1.
4.
Yeah, like this.
That's too
Go
much.
ahead, you here.
Yeah.
Maybe just do 15
You're
one
thinking-
there. Top 12.
You're thinking like a 13 and a half?
4-3.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's like
Yeah.
I think even 4.5. We just want to
13-8 maybe even, but no less than that, I don't think.
Yeah.
Feels nice here.
100. You like 14? 14? 4-2. It's like 100.
Okay. Back 4.
You're thinking like 4-2. You like that?
I'm thinking 14.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so
Still a little
95?
bit of a put it there.
95, 100?
Yeah. Okay, you got her, Chelsea.
Well, they've been talking time. We'll look at the time on this one, hog to hog.
Close.
Joss,
yeah.
back line. Joss, line. Hard line, Joss. Hard line. 10. Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Yes, line. Really hard.
Got to try and hold this one.
Well, the crowd enjoyed it for sure.
Line. Really hard. Yes, line. Really hard.
Well, they actually take away a little bit of that red angle by rolling underneath. The only thing it does line up is the red, yellow, yellow, which it looks like This is the call here for Anna Sidorova.
Чуть поменьше.
Really,
Go on, look, not an easy shot.
it's not, you are moving 2 stones, but it's not as hard as it looks because of the proximity. Really tough to miss that second yellow with those 2 in the top part of the house.
There they go. There they go.
Very nice and lined up that way.
Not showing an awful lot of reaction there, Anna Sidorova.
This might just put the game on the line right now for what Chelsea Carey plays.
Straight away, she was on her team to sweep. Nicely done by Russia.
Chelsea Carey's stone rolls half a rock less, then it becomes more difficult to play that. It just lined up perfectly. Now a hit and roll to keep them in this game.
She's thinking like a 12, 12 and a half?
Yeah.
Okay.
At worst, need a force, cannot give up a multiple score.
All right, Chelsea. Nice serve here. Trust it.
Pressure shot
Good hack.
for Chelsea Carey, the Canadian skip.
Yep. It's full bump. Whoa. Full bump.
Laney. Hard. Hard.
Trying to get any roll.
No roll. No roll at all. That is very gettable if you're Anna Sidorova. And you can sense inside the arena, the crowd know what's going on.
Well, the frustration from Chelsea Carey, they got down early. Need a miss out of Anna Sidorova.
Person of the 4, look at that.
Have not been very many.
There haven't. 100 million things going through her mind at the moment. She can only watch and wait. Last stone of this 8th end.
Саша, Нет, Кира. Не Кира. Саша! Кира! Кира, до конца! Очень да!
Away it goes, but so does hers. Shakes her head. Still a pretty good outcome if you're Team Russia, though.
Yeah, but left a point out on the ice, and I'm not sure. Canada was thinking down 5. They keep going, but
Did you guys switch already?
it is a 4-point game only.
After 8. More drama to come, I'm sure. Russia 7, Canada 3. Welcome back to our live coverage at the Ford World Women's Curling Championship 2016. This is the third versus fourth playoff game between Russia and Canada. If you're supporting Russia, well, it's all going very nicely for you. Canada hanging on by their fingertips right now, 7-3 down. The winners heading to the semi-final a little later this evening.
Well, Russia's never won more than a bronze at the Worlds, and with a win would set up a game against Japan, who has never made it to a final also. So both those teams, one of them will make world history and a chance to pick up a medal their country's never seen at the World Women's Curling Championship.
It also shows how the game is developing around the world and how the standard is improving in countries throughout the world.
Nixon, you have to be off.
Okay, it's fine for weight.
Joss needs to
Not
go to the line.
moving. Okay, move it over here.
Right over, right over, right over, right over. Keep it going. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going.
Well, if Russia holds on, it would mean add another year. Been 8 full years since the last Canadian world title.
The wait will continue.
So Russia will throw their second stone through.
It's Canada that need the guards, they need the points, they need a good score here. And if there aren't enough stones around to play with, well, it does have a huge impact.
Let's put a bit more, which might be a little okay, but we're definitely tight. No.
It has been a struggle from that third end on. They seemed comfortable in the second. Were pretty good in a good position playing for a force, and Chelsea Carey hit and rolled out. Otherwise, she has an opportunity to get a force, and this might be a completely different game at that stage.
I think that's the one she'll look back on and think, yeah, if they don't end up winning here, and it is unlikely, but it can, hey, we've seen it, it can happen. The Russian team have been very solid though, haven't they?
They've made the shots they've had to throughout this game. Nothing, they haven't had to play anything spectacular. They've just been very consistent and steady.
I like it. Feels nice here, okay?
I see Drove a very measured individual.
Line's
Okay,
good.
full wind, but not bad. 2. Careful, careful.
On it tight.
Okay, we're there at your broom right now.
Okay, line's nice.
We're okay, Lainey. Yeah, you're right, Lainey. Yep, you're right, Lainey. Go hard, Lainey, every bit.
Yep. All you got, all
Every
you
bit,
got, all
every
you
bit,
got, all
every
you got,
bit,
all you
every
got.
bit. Very nice, Lainey.
Good sweep.
Good sweeping.
5-7.
Kira.
Well, peels that one, loses their stone in the middle of the rings. Still Canada just trying to set up for a 2, hoping for a miss, chance at 3.
Yeah, seems good.
Well, 3 would certainly make it very interesting heading into end number 10.
They did score a 3 in their round robin game, but that was the only 3 points they scored against Russia.
Line's good.
Yeah, a little less. It's definitely close, but less.
I think
We
it's
gotta go.
pretty
Got a little
close.
more
Same
room,
spot.
babe. Gotta
Line's
go.
nice.
Gotta go. For sure, gotta go. No, I think it's good. Okay. I think you gotta go.
Line's a little wider.
Gotta go. Okay, Winnie, you're good. You're good.
Same time.
You're good. You're good. It's easy. Easy.
Very
easy.
nice. Good judge.
Nicely done, Winnie. Good judging.
So matching up with the other one. And the Ford logo. But not for long.
Sweep, Kira. Whoa. Sweep, Kira.
14? Yep. Yeah. Just like in between classes? Yeah. Okay.
They need some stones in play, don't they, Luke?
Yeah, you heard Chelsea make the comment, we got to go now.
Light.
Draw around.
Need some help, Chels. Really gotta go. You got the line. Keep it coming. 3. I think you guys got it. You're in. Go, go, go. Come on, Josh. Push. Line's good. Push it. Oh, yeah. You're full 4.
Good job. Okay. Good sweep, Josh.
I think that one worked off a few calories. Goodness me.
Yeah, big scrub from Jocelyn, and that's a little difference in the 2016 season, the sweeping with going with the one sweeper, different type of pads they put on their head, on the broom heads. One will be your traditional that'll drag it and keep it straighter. Other one they'll use to scratch a bit and create a bit more curl.
After all that work, away it goes.
So nose of that one. Canada, more stones in play will benefit them.
I've got it all. Like a little, I could probably tap and roll under. Or freeze, whatever you like. Freeze isn't terrible.
I don't mind the freeze. If you tap it a little bit,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Okay, guys, just a bit more weight for you. Not a ton, but no.
Well, I'm sure Jocelyn would like a little bit more weight. I don't think she wants to go end to end again.
It's more, hey?
Line's closed.
I don't think.
I think it's similar.
Is it a ton?
We need to go. Close.
Whoa! Whoa line!
Where?
Just to it! No bounce!
Line's great.
No bounce!
Line's great.
No! Now you're good,
Line's
Joss!
great. Right to it.
Gotta go
yep,
to it.
Yep, yep. Over curling now. Hard, 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 hard. Okay.
Well, that little over curl means their second. There's a tough freeze to be right there. Weight was pretty good, and it's in play, something they have to deal with.
Oh, yeah.
Ну, наш ближе, да?
Наш ближе, все равно мы будем бить его. 3.35 будет с нашим, ролл. 4. В конце должно подваливать.
Well, forcing Anna Sitter over to bring her weight down, going after this one.
3.35, 4, наверное. 4.
Definitely one you got to think, if I'm going to miss this one, miss it, touch the guard, push it off, and then roll their shooter in with the quieter hit weight.
Пять! Внимание, свип! О! Кира! Только Кира! Свип, Джонни! О! Свип! О, go, Kira! Kira! Roll! Roll! Whoa!
While they just catching up, punch it over, and will sit 1-2.
And look how far apart they are. The two reds.
Kira! Roll! Roll! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Kira!
Well, gutsy call playing it
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
just that way. Like they almost caught too much of it and left that one in.
I think so. I don't know though, this rock. I think we can get that there though.
I think we have to go around it. Back 8 has to be second. So it's got to stay in the 8 foot.
Okay.
Speed nice here.
It is really nice here.
Okay.
Like a 3-8 for back there?
I like that.
Yeah.
Watch this rock. It's curled
Yeah.
on us every time, hey?
Yeah.
So just stay close to it. 100? 95?
I think 95, yeah.
Okay.
You got her, Chelsea. Weight's close. Okay, room. All there on its own. All there. Okay, we don't have a ton of room. But
Yeah,
we really don't want to go.
It's heavy.
Chelsea
line.
said
Okay,
keep
lady, then
watching
go.
it, keep
Not back.
watching it, because
Okay,
it
don't
curls.
go
This
then.
one curls.
Joss, don't want
Oh,
to.
line's
Okay,
good.
don't want to. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Well, taking the sweepers right out with the extra weight.
How far is it going to go?
It's going to be third shot, back part of the rings. Russia doesn't have to chase after it. They could just come somewhere else.
Любой в середину, это ей вариант какие-то.
Не середину показывает.
Хочешь, наверное,
Можно туда.
потому что мало там какой-нибудь волшебный бросок будет стоять.
Да?
Да, тогда поближе.
Тут тоже, если чуть пониже уйдет, какой-нибудь будет.
Так не возить, да?
Сюда хорошо тоже. Что сюда хорошо, что туда зайти хорошо. Я сюда.
Well, lying 1-2 right now,
Зайти, но ближе.
whereas there's a crosshouse double if she didn't throw this one. So bring another one in. She could go to the center. She could go to the in front of their stone back 8-foot. Looks like she's electing to try and follow Chelsea Carey's path right down. And sit in front. Only thing you don't want to do is have this over curl and set up any sort of triple.
Yep.
Саша, подождите. Начало! Девочки, надо до ближе. Какое начало? Сви! Сви, ближе! Со свивом тела! Ниже, сви! Сви, да, ниже! Ниже!
Oh, that does the job. They're in there lying 3.
What? Look what just came off of you. Okay, D-line.
3 red counters.
86.
100? 95, 100?
Yeah.
So draw in 4 foot.
Chelsea. Nice throw here.
This rock should run better, so it shouldn't curl and die as much.
Okay, you got it.
She knows she's in a great position. Anasidrova, the work is done. Last stone of this 9th end.
109. Hey, line's nice. Okay. Do we need next?
All you got.
Amy.
Next.
Yep.
Well, calling for help.
What do you think? Yep. It's pretty good. Yeah,
Gotta go. Whoa, go. Whoa.
Whoa.
You're okay. You're to it.
Don't panic, she says. And they make it, but it is only the one shot, the one stone, the one counter. And this game is slipping away from Canada.
I really think.
After 9 ends, Russia 7, Canada 4.
The weight's just coming off hard, and this 7 is keeping the speed. It's just different for some reason. That's massively different. Like,
So, I'll tell you another end. My vote would be one of these two throw that rock.
I agree.
Just in case.
I think it's more the curl than it is the actual speed. Like, I think the reason that the speed's coming off is because it's moving. So.
Okay. Well, you threw both of my rocks, so.
Into the 10th end of this third versus fourth playoff game between Russia and Canada.
Line good.
You're gonna have to go on that, you think? I don't think
Russia
so.
leading
Okay, then.
7-4.
Make sure.
What do you think next? Yeah,
The
Joss.
winner heading for the semi-final.
For sure, Joss. Just go.
And I think I know who your money might be on, Luke.
Go, push it.
Yeah, there's not a very high percentage of a comeback here.
Have you ever seen any comeback? Oh, and it's just
Well,
not
I
happening
hogged
for
Stone
Canada
as well
at
in
all.
this.
Yep. The crowd just are groaning with her.
And this one will be quickly thrown through. Looking more and more like we're going to set up a semifinal Russia-Japan that would mean one of those two nations will be in the final for the first time in Women's World Curling Championship history.
Canada were here for gold for sure. But they still have a chance of a medal if it doesn't go their way.
Line's good.
That's very tight.
Well, Lainey Peters' last trip to the Worlds 2012, she lost this game as well. Came back and won the bronze. The team skipped by Heather Nedwin, that Amy Nixon was their alternate.
You can sense the body language now, can't you?
Good. 4-8.
Tight center line guard. I think Russia will try this tick, but
Have you ever seen a comeback in the 10th at this level?
I've seen a score of 3 with the hammer, but Russia is the hammer, so don't recall seeing a steal of 3. I've seen steals of 2 to tie up the game. Well, we'll chip that one just into the house and get the shooter out, so nothing else for them to use. Canada's going to have to continue to put guards and needs a few misses.
We're crossing now, but you still think
Попозже,
it'll be really
наверное.
nice? Yeah, I think it'll still be okay. Okay. Okay.
Line's good.
It's okay. It's okay. No, it's not. It's okay. No, no, no. Yep. It's okay.
It's okay. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's okay.
It should be okay. I think this is just a touch heavier than where you threw through there. You want to clean? No? Not really. It's okay.
No, Amy,
It's
if
okay.
anyone needs to curl a little.
Just gonna stop.
Good. 5-9.
Well, it did stop despite the worry from Jocelyn Peterman. Russia could look at trying to play the straight back and get rid of both, but just get rid of the one is...
Do what they've been doing all game. Keep it simple. 94% Alexandreva. I don't think I can recall her missing anything. She is within touching distance of making it to her first World Championship final. See this end out. Semi-final rather, and then potentially the final.
Yeah, she knows she's still got one game ahead of her if they can finish this one out.
To me, that was similar, Lainey. Like, I thought she was slower and then added more.
Good. 5-7.
Got to keep the concentration levels going.
Sweep, Brit. Whoa, whoa. Sweep, Rita. Whoa. Here, here. It's right. Right.
Nearly catches the other one.
Well, they were worrying about was getting rid of that one in front. Canada lying 1. They need to steal 3. Trying to be in a position to lie 3. Force Russia to throw their last, and then we'll need a miss.
Line's good.
That's all there. Too heavy, too heavy. Too much.
Well, if this one comes close, we'll probably see Russia go after it to make the double.
Good, next. 6-1.
Hit.
Bit far, maybe.
Yeah, we'll probably just still play the straight peel. Don't want to leave anything out in front.
Кира, 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 очень, Кира. Давай. Если бросим, будет давай.
Да, надо.
Yeah, for sure we have to.
Well, not much rings that's protecting, but maybe
3.5, 3.5, yeah. Do you agree?
I don't know. I'm just like, I'm scared that it's going to be quick to the corner.
Okay. This is just farther to the corner than we've ever been, but
Very fresh.
yeah.
What are you thinking? 3.5?
Yeah, probably. You're out into the weeds over there. I'm good.
I agree. Throw it like a 4. I think you can go.
Gotta be here.
You got a lot of room. You can wait it all. Laney has to go. Laney has to go.
Yeah, you gotta go for line.
well, they're going to a very small area.
You got to go, Laney. You're wide open.
Finish it.
Whoa.
Yep. Nice shot, Nix.
Yep.
Good guess.
It's
Nick.
nicely
Nice
played.
job. Very nice guess.
That might be the best come around.
Anna's having a rethink.
Yeah, I don't know why she was going out to that one. You just have to eliminate stones right now. Hit the one that's open rather than chase and bring that guard into play.
Кира, си, Кира.
Catch this one right, you could even get both of them
Си. Whoa.
like that.
And when it's going for you, it's going for you.
And that does it. That'll
that-
just finish it right there. Just make the double and finish it on the double takeout.
Yep. A very, very solid performance from Team Russia. They go forward to the semi-finals under Anna Sidorova. A very well executed game by Russia.
Yeah, Russia earned that one. They'll move into the semifinal, take on Japan with the 7-4 victory. Canada will have to bounce back tomorrow to try and earn a medal and be on the podium at the 2016 Ford World Women's Curling Championship.
I'd rather shoot a good-looking girl any day. I'd rather shoot a good-looking girl any day.
Well, victorious Russia and Callie, Amy Nixon's daughter, out to console. Bring a smile to her face after a tough loss. Hugs all around for the Canadian side, dropping this one 7-4 to the Russians, and Russia will move into the semifinal with that 7-4 win. And how we got to this 7-4, third, and Amy Nixon has this intern tap It was not a well-played end by Canada at all, but still an opportunity to play this tap, get one. But the weight heavy as it hits it on the right angle, but right through the rings. And a steal of 2, an early 4-0 deficit as Russia celebrates that in the 7th end, trying to mount a comeback. Canada, a hit here, use those stones in behind.
Good normal.
Yep.
Chance to score 2.
Yep. Clean.
Good. Very nice.
And Kerry, no problem there, right on the nose. Scores their 2, trying to climb back in. But then in the 8th, Chelsea Carey's last of skip stones, trying to hit, roll underneath,
Good hack. Bumper.
and force the issue, maybe get a steal.
Hard, hard, hard.
Really trying to get that curl to roll underneath, but right on the nose, meaning an opening, hit and stick for 3, peel it out, score your 2. Anna Sidorova, final stone. And Anna Sidorova, the European champion, does no problem removing it, rolls out to just score the 2. But that put them in a good spot, running Canada out of stones in the 10th end, meaning Canada drops the 7-4 game to Russia. Canada into the bronze. Russia moves on to the semifinal. Well, that win by Russia means they're in the semifinal to take on Japan. One of those two countries will face Switzerland. It'll be their first time in the championship final in the Worlds. While Canada awaits the loser of tonight's semifinal. See who they'll play for bronze in the playoffs here at the Ford World Women's Curling Championship.
Congratulations into the semi-final. How does it feel?
Feel like absolutely amazing. That's why we're here, and that's why we battle so long, and we're practicing so long, and that's the goal, like to go to any event and win it. And this is the small step which makes us even closer to the main goal.
It was a strange game. How did you feel? What made the difference?
Probably last year we were in the same situation. I mean, we've been there, so we knew how it felt. And for Canada, it was for the first time, and I think that it was even more pressure on them just because they play in Canada, and everybody wanted them to win. We just tried to keep our normal level, and that was really enough. Without any downs, that was really enough for this game.
Was there a point where you felt we've got this?
I'm probably the person who is really superstitious, so until they shake our hands, I don't think that we're done.
So it's Japan next. How do you feel about that?
Excited. So really want to play, and I really want to, for sure, to win this game. And I don't know, we need to calm down a bit because, you know, like we won this game, but that still means nothing for now. If we win, then probably we're in the final. No, if we win, then we're for sure at the medals, so that's the goal.
And can we just have a question in Russian, an answer in Russian, saying how you feel about getting to this stage in Russian?
Мы очень рады, на самом деле, что получилось обыграть Канаду, тем более на их родной земле, и готовы играть против Японии.
I don't know what you said, but I think I understand what you say.
Well, victorious skip Anna Sidorova of Russia moves into the semifinal. We'll have it for you tonight for Allison Walker, myself, Luke Coley. Join us again tonight for more coverage of the Ford World Women's Curling Championship.
Rita!